Listen. Most men go through life completely misreading the people closest to them, and they never realize it is costing them their relationships, their peace, and their own growth. This is not a video about tricks. This is not a video about manipulation or games or trying to control how someone else feels about you. That approach is weak and it never lasts. This is a video about understanding, real understanding, the kind the Stoics valued above almost everything else, because they knew that a man who understands human nature, including his own, is a man who can build relationships that actually last, instead of relationships built on confusion, ego, and constant miscommunication. You have probably felt this before. A conversation that went wrong for reasons you did not understand. A reaction that seemed to come out of nowhere. A distance that grew between you and someone you cared about. And you never quite figured out why. Most men respond to this confusion in one of two ways. They either give up trying to understand, assuming it is simply too complicated to figure out, or they turn to manipulation, trying to control outcomes instead of understanding people. Both paths lead to the same place, which is shallow, unstable relationships built on guesswork instead of genuine understanding. The Stoics believed deeply in understanding human nature before reacting to it. Marcus Aurelius wrote constantly about seeing people clearly, without excessive judgment, without assuming the worst, but also without naive blindness. This same principle applies directly to how you understand the women in your life. Whether that is a partner, a friend, a family member, or someone you are getting to know. Understanding is not manipulation. Understanding is respect, applied with intention. Let's go through 10 real psychological patterns worth understanding, not as tools to control anyone, but as insight that will make you a calmer, wiser, more emotionally grounded man in every relationship you build. The first pattern to understand is that consistency matters more than intensity. Many men make the mistake of showing overwhelming effort at the beginning of a relationship and then slowly fading into inconsistency once comfort sets in. This creates confusion and insecurity, not because the other person is difficult, but because humans build trust through predictable patterns over time, not through grand gestures followed by silence. The Stoics valued steady, consistent character above dramatic, unpredictable behavior. Apply this to how you show up for people. Consistency, not intensity, is what actually builds lasting trust. The second pattern to understand is that feeling heard matters more than being given a solution. When someone shares a problem with you, the instinct for many men is to immediately offer a fix. This comes from good intentions, but it often misses what is actually needed in that moment, which is simply to feel understood. Learn to sit with someone's feelings before jumping to solve them. This requires patience, a skill the Stoics practiced constantly, understanding that most human conflict comes not from a lack of solutions, but from a lack of being truly listened to first. The third pattern to understand is that actions build trust far more slowly than they can destroy it. A single moment of dishonesty or unreliability can undo months of consistent behavior. This is not unfair. It is simply how trust works for most people. Understanding this should not make you anxious or overly cautious. It should make you intentional, aware that every action you take either builds or slowly erodes the foundation of trust in your relationships. The Stoics practiced constant self-examination for exactly this reason, staying aware of their own conduct rather than assuming their character speaks for itself automatically. The fourth pattern to understand is that emotional reactions often come from unmet needs, not from irrational overreaction. When someone reacts strongly to something that seems small on the surface, it is rarely actually about that small moment. It is usually connected to a deeper need that has gone unspoken for a while. Instead of dismissing a strong reaction as overly emotional, get curious about what need might be underneath it. This curiosity, rather than defensiveness, is what separates emotionally mature men from men who simply react to reactions without ever understanding the root cause. The fifth pattern to understand is that respect must be demonstrated through behavior, not simply claimed through words. Many men believe that saying they respect someone is enough, without examining whether their daily actions actually reflect that respect. Do you listen fully, without interrupting? Do you follow through on what you say you will do? Do you speak about them the same way, whether they are present or not? The Stoics believed character was proven through consistent action, never through claims alone. Apply this same standard to how you demonstrate respect in your relationships. The sixth pattern to understand is that most people can sense insecurity disguised as confidence, and it quietly damages trust. True calm confidence looks different from performed confidence. Performed confidence often shows up as excessive boasting, constant need for reassurance, or subtle jealousy disguised as care. True Stoic confidence comes from internal stability, not external validation. Work on building this internal stability directly through discipline and self-respect, rather than trying to perform confidence you do not actually feel yet. The seventh pattern to understand is that emotional safety is built through predictable calm, especially during conflict. How you behave during disagreement often matters more than how you behave during easy, comfortable moments. Do you stay grounded during conflict, or do you become defensive, dismissive, or explosive? The Stoics trained themselves specifically for moments of difficulty, understanding that character is revealed under pressure, not during comfort. Practicing calm, steady communication during disagreement is one of the most valuable skills you can build in any relationship. The eighth pattern to understand is that most people value being understood over being agreed with. You do not need to agree with someone's perspective in every disagreement. You simply need to demonstrate that you have actually tried to understand where they are coming from before responding. This single shift, prioritizing understanding over winning an argument, changes the entire tone of how conflict gets resolved in any relationship. The ninth pattern to understand is that unresolved personal issues within yourself will eventually show up in how you treat other people, whether you intend it or not. If you carry unresolved insecurity, anger, or fear from your own life, it will eventually surface in your relationships, often directed at people who did nothing to deserve it. The Stoics practiced constant self-reflection specifically to prevent this, understanding that a man who has not done the work on himself will unconsciously project his own struggles onto the people closest to him. Doing your own internal work is not separate from building healthy relationships. It is the foundation of it. The 10th pattern to understand is that lasting attraction is built more through emotional stability and self-respect than through anything external. Many men chase external validation, appearance, status, and impressive gestures, believing these are what create real, lasting connection. In truth, calm emotional stability, self-respect, and consistent character create far deeper, longer-lasting connection than any of these external factors ever could. This is the Stoic principle. underneath everything else on this list. Build your internal character first, and the external quality of your relationships will reflect that internal foundation naturally. Understand something important as we bring this together. None of these 10 patterns are about changing who someone else is or predicting their behavior like a formula to be solved. They are about becoming a more emotionally aware, more disciplined, more grounded man. Someone capable of real understanding instead of confusion, real respect instead of performance, and real connection instead of games. This work, like almost everything the Stoics taught, is quiet and internal. It is not about learning tricks to use on someone else. It is about becoming the kind of man whose calm, consistent, self-aware character naturally builds trust and connection wherever he goes. Picture the version of yourself who has actually internalized these 10 patterns. A man who listens fully instead of rushing to fix. A man who stays calm during conflict instead of becoming defensive. A man whose confidence comes from internal stability instead of constant reassurance. A man who has done the work on his own unresolved issues, so he does not unconsciously project them onto the people he cares about. This man builds relationships that actually last, not because he learned to manipulate outcomes, but because he became someone worth trusting, worth listening to, and worth building a real connection with. This transformation does not happen through reading a list once. It happens through daily practice, catching yourself in the old patterns, choosing understanding over assumption, calm over reaction, self-awareness over projection, again and again, until this way of showing up becomes who you are, rather than some things you have to consciously remember to do. Start today. Choose one of these 10 patterns, the one that challenges you the most, and practice it deliberately in your next real conversation. Not as a technique, as genuine character, built one honest interaction at a time. The strongest men are not the ones who learned to read people like a puzzle to be solved. They are the ones who became calm, disciplined, and self-aware enough that real understanding and real connection simply followed naturally. Become that man starting now.